These deer are just out of range, taunting me, of course, which is just wrong. They appear to be congregating down here as well. And over here, basically anywhere but where the hunting cabin is. Well, gosh darn. I think we're alright for now, though. I want to see... He's cold, finding someplace warm, getting something to eat. Cynthius appears to be working. Don't know what he's doing. He seems to be going this direction. Are you going to kill a deer? I doubt it. But that would be nice. But anyway, yes. I believe, as I was saying, traders are going to be more important later in the game. That's also the way I'll be able to get livestock if I want to put down a pasture and start... Oops, I need to get my farmers going. It's late winter, but it's about to hit early spring, so... Let's tell them to get out there and start planting more crops, shall we? Anyway, yeah, I would love to get pastures and stuff like that, but I'm just not going to be able to afford that for a while. I'll try to explain the system behind trading later if I get to that point, but we got a ways to go. So hold your horses. For now, let's just enjoy the ride. Let's expand this road all the... What is in my throat? Let's expand this road all the way. And let's speed things up just a little bit. Yeah? The town is doing decently well at the moment. I'd feel better if we were gathering up some leather. Ah, the deer seem to be coming back. Excellent, thank you. And the herbalist is done. We don't need our builders anymore, so let's just put them both on the herbalist. Now what they're going to do is go around and gather up some herbs. Those could be used for medicines, and hopefully that keeps the health of my citizens up, and they'll be nice and happy for a while. Hopefully. Is that Cynthius again? Yes, it is. I recognize your blue shirt. You're supposed to be hunting. I don't know what you're hunting exactly. She's an herbalist. Oh, there she is. See, she's gathering up the herbs. Perfect. Anine, you were a builder earlier. And a child named Forez, or Force, or Foreskin? I don't know. No, definitely not. Somebody, though, has been born. And I'm sure it's a happy, healthy child. Okay. Now you'll see this is where we start running into problems in terms of just our laborers. We don't have enough people to be farmers. I could take away from hunting, and I will. Put down another farmer. That'll increase my yield a little bit. I could also get rid of the fishermen, and put that also on farming. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the reason I'm thinking I'm doing that is because I can fish during the winter. But I really need these crops to be good and strong, healthy yields, since that only happens about once a year. So I'm encouraging that with extra farmers until the winter comes, and then I think I can take them off the farms and make them fish. Which will definitely ensure that I have enough food to last me the winter, so... Okay, I actually really could use some more stone, so let's collect up some of these rocks, shall we? We also appear to have plenty of deer. They've come back. Oops, I always do that. And that is excellent because I needed that leather. So, gosh, I keep hitting escape. Why am I doing that? Cynthius, no, this is Cavante, is hunting, doing his job. A 13-year-old hunter? He's probably one of those wild children, you know? The ones with extremely long hair who know the nature and their landscape way too well. They probably hollow out a tree and live in there over the night or something. You know, one of those creepy children that you see in movies. I do believe, I could be wrong on this, but I do believe I saw a news article of like a wild child who was found in the forest of like the Black Forests of Germany or something like that. I had been living out there for years. I don't know if any of you guys saw that article. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm crazy and I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm pretty sure I did see something about that. So. Now, I appear to have a lot of iron. A lot more iron than I need at this point, but that's okay. I am starting to gather up some leather, and some herbs and venison and stuff like that, so that's excellent. I don't need more firewood, so I actually am going to take off the woodcutter and put you on fishing. Actually, no, scratch that. Hunting. I want to just gather up more leather. Gonna need to make more clothes, more tools, and things like that eventually. But this definitely is working out for me. I'm pretty satisfied with that. This deer is like totally ballin', does not even care that there's a human right next to it, chopping down stones and putting them in big bricks and carrying them around like a boss. Doesn't even care. Look at him. Just grazing. It's all like, what? Oops. Ah, nah, he moves, of course, just to disprove my point. It appears that she has decided she wants to cross the river now. And oh, she's got a little babby! A couple of little babbies. This babby has horns already. That doesn't sound right. This one hasn't reached adulthood. Either that or that is a giant deer. Like a monstrously giant deer. That is the dire deer. Dire deer. Oh, gosh. I don't know why that amuses me, but it does. Alright, we now officially have enough people to meet all of our building requirements for now, with the exception of wood cutting, but we don't need any more firewood, so I feel pretty good about that. If I could gather up some more resources, then we need to start looking at some more expansion in our city. What do we want? Well, I don't want a market or a trading post yet. I just don't need it, and besides, even if I did get a trading post, I don't really have any goods worth trading quite yet. I could put down a school that if you have a teacher, you can educate your children, and they'll be a little bit more productive once they reach adulthood. That's actually not a bad idea. I feel rather enticed by that, to be honest. I feel like that in the long term, that will serve us well. Let's go ahead and do that. This may be a stupid idea, but we're going to try. Because I am all about trying new and bold and adventurously stupid things. Yeah, of course I am. Let's place it right here, actually. I like this location. Right at the end of the town strip, you know, the mall. Not as grand as the DC mall in, you know, Washington, D.C., but it definitely will do the job. Alright, so we're going to take off a couple of fishermen, set them as builders, and let them go to work. And then we'll have to figure out who's going to be our teacher. If only I could bring my girlfriend in on this. She's studying teaching right now. she'd make a great candidate. But no, alas, I cannot port real people into this game. It's not that customizable. I don't really know where I'm going with that. I'm just making small talk at this point. Oh, look at all the little babbies! Oh, they're so cute! So many tiny little deer. That's fine. Let them expand the herd. I'll kill them all later. You know, I could be wrong. I think we're actually suffering a bit of a deer population boom in my area of the United States right now. Something I was watching on the Discovery Channel about deer, of all things. Yes, I was watching a show about deer. Why? I don't know, but I was bored one day, so I did. But apparently their numbers are about 4 times higher than they were like 20, 30 years ago, so suburbia has been very nice to them, and we kind of need to thin their herd out. They're cute, and my mom loves them, but they are dangerous after a while. They are gosh darn tasty, too. I say open hunting season, an extra month every year. Yeah. I've actually never been hunting, not properly anyway. I saw a family from my church is big into hunting, and they had deer hanging outside their barn to drain earlier. That kind of grossed me out, and well, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of put me off to the idea of hunting in general. So, oh well, but I don't knock on those who do enjoy it. I think it's definitely an interesting sport, if you want to call it that, as long as you're not killing for the sake of killing to be cruel. I understand the thrill of the hunt, but as long as you're using that meat, then I think that is gosh darn okay. And even if I didn't, this is America, you know? America. You can do what you want. So our crops seem to be coming along pretty nicely. Lots of cabbages, a handful of pumpkins. We are going to have one hell of a Halloween. No doubt about it. I do feel like some of these pumpkins are too small, though. I wonder if its yield isn't as high as it could be. It's definitely an interesting thought. It is still early summer, but I feel like I should have a heck of a lot bigger cabbages right now. Huh. It's interesting. Not cabbages, pumpkins. Well, either way. We're building up our school. We're going to educate our children, educate them, so that they'll be more effective and able to replace their parents when they all start dying off horribly. My reserve of food is getting low. That's sad. Not particularly thrilled about that, but once we finish building, I can put on some more fishermen and we'll be fine, so it'll be alright. Let's go ahead and say one more fisherman, and we will have a teacher. Yay! Look at us heading into a progressive new age of industry and enlightenment in the town of PravusVille. We have a teacher. No students at the moment, but they'll start enrolling pretty soon. Once they, I think, I don't know, between the ages of like 4 and 10 or something like that, they get educated? Something like that. I mean, they have nothing better to do, right? You might as well put your kids in school. Keep them off the streets, you know? You don't want these kids joining gangs and becoming boisterous young whippersnappers, ripping up the town, disrespecting their folks. Yeah, I don't tolerate that in my town. I'm pretty darn sure they had an 8-year-old child last time I checked, named Hayla or something like that, but apparently not. Now they have Thelly. Where did that girl go? I don't even know. Curious now. No. Huh. Oh, Haler! Oh, I guess... Okay, never mind. Haler apparently got old enough, got married to, How Elliot? How Elliot? I don't know. How Elliot? At 16 and 14, young tender ages, they're off having their own kid named Forrest. Beautiful 1-year-old boy. We all think Forrest is adorable. We all wanna cuddle a little of Forrest and bounce him on our knee and make him gurgle like a happy little babby. Yeah. We'll gather up a little strip of resources over here. And say... I honestly don't think we really need a lot more food, so I'm going to just take these fishermen off. I want to just sort of shore up my resources of wood and stone, just so I'll have enough to make firewood during the winter later. For now, though, I think I'm alright. Alright, let's speed things up again, shall we? Now this is coming along pretty nicely. I feel very happy with this. I really do wish that I had more children growing up, though. 16 adults is pretty nice, but I wouldn't mind getting that up to 20 sometime soon. And once I'm getting a very steady amount of food coming in, I'll be able to build another house and let them move out, have more kids, and hopefully I'll be able to take care of them from there. Now, one thing I do want to consider is getting in a tailor or a blacksmith or something like that. It's honestly about that time. So let's go ahead and put in a tailor first, shall we? I think we shall. Let's turn you around a little bit. I'm going to put you right there. No? Apparently not. There we go. Click. Okay. Put these guys on building. I'm actually going to say one less hunter and put you on fish, because I'm starting to run a little bit low on food, but I have, well, honestly, not much leather. I don't feel like I'm getting very much in the way of deer. Hang on, do we have any around? They're getting close. There we go. Cross back into the circle, and then my hunters will go and get ya. I probably should keep an eye on that, honestly. If deer aren't around, then I probably should get them off hunting and fishing or something more useful. Let's see. Guadalupe is about to go and kill off some deer. Let's follow you for a little while, shall we? Yeah. How's it going, Guadalupe? Yeah? Guadalupe the hunter? You don't seem to be using the road that I put down? That's okay. I will not take any offense at that. I appreciate the scenic route as much as anybody else, right? Of course. She's not an educated girl, though. She neared an educated girl. Adalia has been born. Welcome to the world, Adalia. Welcome to PravusVille. Your home/prison for the next, well, lifetime. You're not going anywhere ever again. Oh, gosh. Let's speed time up just because I think it's worth speeding up. Now they should be harvesting off my crops, which they are. Got enough farmers that I should be able to take advantage of this yield before the snow falls. Obviously, the colder it gets, you get to a point where your crops sort of start withering away and dying off. So hopefully we will not have that problem later. It usually happens around mid to late autumn, though. I think we got plenty of time. I'm running a little low on stone, unfortunately, which means I probably should look at gathering some. So let's go ahead and mark off this area to gather some stone. Yeah? And once my farmers are done gathering, I'll go ahead and send them off to do that. Just 'cause. Now let's speed things up to 5 times speed again. Seem to be finishing this thing off. I actually don't have enough stone, actually. Oh, that's a pity. Damn shame. Alright. Well. Farmers are about done, so let's go ahead and take a couple farmers off. Let them be laborers. There they are. Going off to gather all the stone. And we'll use that to finish off the tailor. We'll also need a blacksmith as soon as we can, because we're almost out of tools. Oh gosh, this is definitely the point where we start hitting the wall in terms of what we're gonna need. So I don't think we need this many farmers. We've definitely got enough food, so let's get a builder to help along that stuff, and let's look at putting in a blacksmith now. I'm gonna put you. Let's just continue the whole road thing we've got going on here. I'm gonna put you over here. Yeah, that'll work. And gather plenty more resources because we're gonna need it. Not quite this many iron but definitely the stone. Gather up some of the trees as well. Let's say we want this stone as well. Oh, I am getting a phone call. Oh, golly darn. Sorry, I'm gonna have to ignore you for a little while. Just because I'm a little bit occupied at the moment. Oh wait, no, actually it's a pretty good place to stop. Yeah, we'll stop here. Thank you guys so much for watching part 3 of my Banished series. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe. Next episode, I think we'll have to plan out the town's layout just a little bit more, and make sure we proceed in a nice, organized fashion. Stay tuned for part 4.